Welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one right here is for Wednesday, Season 1, Episode number 7. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Tell all your friends to come over here and check us out. We got something for everybody. Let's go.
Alright, just a couple comments from the last episode, starting with executive producer Jeremy, who says, "Great episode, great reaction. I really love the friendship between Enid and Wednesday, so it's sad to see them at odds, but it's really good that Enid is learning to stand up for herself, with her mother and now Wednesday. Plus, Enid has every right to be angry, considering Wednesday outright lied to and used Enid and Tyler, almost getting them both killed. Maybe Enid being this angry will make Wednesday think twice before doing this again. Interesting. Of the reactors I've watched, you're the first ones to catch the flowers in the house. Pretty much everyone noticed them in the hospital, but they've all missed them in the house, so good catch." Yes!
There we go.
Thank you. We like words of affirmation. Also, some of those pictures Wednesday's found seem to be taken from that same night. That means whoever is taking the pictures must be following them so closely. Also must have been in the house literally right before they got there. Only 2 more episodes left until we get some answers of who's doing all of this. Is it Christina Ricci, Ricky Lindum, the therapist, one of the kids, or someone else altogether? We'll find out soon. Looking forward to it. Okay, so we're at episode 6. It goes 8. Okay, cool. Then we got E coming through to say, "I have to say that Enid was super adorable in this episode. Whilst I don't ship her with Wednesday, I think I prefer with Wednesday than Tyler, just chemistry-wise. Although unpopular opinion, I like the idea of Wednesday and Xavier the most. There's 2 episodes left in this season, and I can't wait to see a reaction. Truthfully, I might be a little bit more excited to see a reaction to next episode just because of a certain element involved, but both episodes have had a lot of thought put into crafting them, just like the rest of the show. Okay. I don't express it in these comments, but trust me, I am exclaiming at the computer, both you're on the right path and that idea is wrong. I think I'll be a little calmer. You're right, you're wrong. I think I'll be a little calmer once you both uncover the mystery, but then I have to wait for season 2, which I hope gets voted into rotation immediately upon release." Same. Alright, let's jump into the next episode right now.
I enjoy funerals.
This muddy wetness gonna stop me from running out of here? I bathed in this shit.
Looks like it just suddenly turned sunny and dry.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Still as sharp as ever, my pigtailed protege.
Professor.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's Portlandia.
Yeah, that's freaking our boy!
Still sharp as
Oh
hell.
my god! That's our boy!
Yeah.
That is exciting!
He's Uncle Fester.
How long have you been stalking me?
Just flew into town this morning and was hit by a wave of nostalgia.
I thought you didn't go to Nevermore.
I didn't. Your dad got all the brains. But I used to drop in on him. Usually from the ceiling with a dagger clutched between my teeth just to keep him on his toes.
Of course.
He filled me in on what's been going on. Monsters, murder, mayhem. What fun! I told him I had a job in Boston, but I'd be checking up on you.
What kind of job?
The kind that means I need somewhere to lay low for a couple days.
Like, she's all smiling, you can tell, like, that's
That's
fucking
Fester.
cute. Yeah.
This place will host you a friend.
You actually made a friend. That poor kid will be going home in a body bag. Oh. I like a hideout that comes with snacks.
Those bees are hibernating. They're practically Eugene's children. That means do not eat them.
Aw, she's looking out for Eugene, babe. He doesn't want the honey, babe.
You know-
He wants the bees.
Yeah.
When you give me that death stare of disapproval, you remind me of your mother. Speaking of scary things, do you know what kind of a monster you're dealing with?
Haven't been able to identify it.
Ooh. It's called a hide.
Is it Jekyll and Hyde?
Hmm?
You've seen one before.
Oh yeah. In '83, during my vacay at the Zurich Institute for the Criminally Insane. That's where I got my first lobotomy. You know, lobotomies are kind of like tattoos. You can't just get one.
Tell me about the Hyde.
Olga Malikova. Jeez, she had it all. Beauty, brains, and a penchant for necrophilia. Olga was a concert pianist. Till one night she transformed in the middle of a Chopin sonata, massacred a dozen audience members, and 3 music critics.
What triggered her? Or did she just change on her own?
No idea. I only saw her in group electroshock therapy.
There's never been any mention of Hydes in any Outcast book. And Nevermore's reputed for having the best collection.
You tried Nathaniel Faulkner's diary? Before he founded Nevermore, Faulkner traveled the world, cataloging every outcast community.
How do you know this?
You think your parents can't keep their hands off each other now? Why, they. I showed up unannounced one night, Gomez's dorm room. Let's just say I wasn't interrupting a pillow fight.
Uncle Fester.
Yeah.
The diary. Where is it?
Nightshade's library. Your dad parked me there, said I should settle in for a long stretch. And that's when I found this nifty little safe. I was hoping for a stash of cash or jewels, but instead, I found a diary.
We'll sneak into the Nightshade's library tonight. In the meantime, lay low. If you are discovered, I will disown you and collect all the reward money tied to your capture.
I'd expect nothing
Right.
less.
You know that's how it's going to respond.
Leave the bees alone.
Oh my god, that was a nice touch, babe.
Yeah.
My novel started out as a twisted fiction, but somehow reality has turned it into my own personal looking glass. My visit to the Gates mansion has left me with so many questions. If Laurel Gates died 20 years ago, then who was sleeping in her bedroom? Why do they have photos of me? And what is their connection to this Hyde? Whoever it is, they're clearly willing to kill for their secret. Goody predicted this quest for answers would become a lonely pursuit. Of course, Goody is nowhere to be found when I need her. The dead can be just as annoying and unreliable as the living.
Hi. Sorry, I figured you were still at Mayor Walker's wake. As soon as the dirt hits the coffin, I'm out. I can't seem to find my bottle of Silver Moon nail polish. Do you mind if I look around? Yoko's hosting a mani-pedi party for her crew. This is the 3rd time in 24 hours you've forgotten something. So, how's everything going? Solitude suits me. With no annoying distractions, I'm almost finished with my novel. Was I an annoying distraction? You definitely had some annoying habits. Such as? You giggle when you text, which is a 24/7 addiction. Well, at least it's not a migraine-inducing typewriter hammering into my head. When you're not grinding your canines, you growl in your sleep. As opposed to late-night cello solos? You overcommit to clubs and activities and then complain about them non-stop. I take that over your obsession with all things creepy and dead. You could gas an entire small village with the amount of perfume you spritz. That's just off the top of my head. Guess I'm the lucky one with the new bestie that doesn't try to find ways to endanger literally everybody she comes into contact with. In fact, Yoko and I are so in sync that she's begging me to be her new roomie, permanently. Don't let me hold you back. Enjoy your solitude Wednesday. It's not solitude if you're still here.
I can't tell if it's bugging her
Yeah,
at all.
she can't even show a little bit of emotion.
Uncle Fester?
Who's Uncle Fester?
What are you doing here?
Well, since I'm an actual nightshade, I don't have to explain myself. What's your excuse for creeping around in the middle of the night?
Research.
On a monster? I'll save you some time. There's nothing in here matching that thing.
Isn't that convenient?
You know what your problem is?
I would love to hear your piercing insight.
Everybody coming at her direct, babe.
You don't know who your real friends are. I've been on your side since day one. I literally saved your life. I believed your theories when nobody else did. What do I get in return? Just nothing but suspicion and lies.
Fine. You want honesty? Here it is. Every time the monsters attacked, you have been right there. Starting with Rowan at the Harvest Festival. Then on Outreach Day, you arrived at the meeting house just minutes after the monster had disappeared, yet you said you didn't see it.
I didn't realize proximity was a crime.
Then there's your drawing obsession. You have drawn the monster dozens of times, yet you've never seen it. Or so you claim. You even drew where it lived. Then when Eugene went to investigate, you tried to kill him so he wouldn't spill your little secret.
You think I would hurt Eugene?
Let's not forget your oh so convenient appearance after Tyler had been attacked at the Gates Mansion.
If I am the monster, why haven't I killed you?
Because for some reason I cannot fathom or indulge you seem to like me.
Right.
Cannot fathom or indulge.
What's to like?
How long have you been lurking?
Long enough to feel the tension between you two. Yowza. Seriously, you could cut it with an executioner's axe. I'd recognize the patter of those fingertips anywhere. Well, thing. You can't still be mad about the Kalamazoo job. It wasn't my fault. You said you could crack that safe in 30 seconds. 5 minutes later, we were still standing there.
You said you can crack.
Okay, don't hate me. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I want us to be more than friends.
You'll snap out of it.
Don't do that. Discount my feelings.
I'm not friend material, let alone more than friend material. I will ignore you, stomp on your heart, and always put my needs and interests first.
Hey, you can keep trying to push me away. It's not gonna work.
I almost killed you.
I survived.
Beginner's luck.
I'm tougher than you think.
What are you doing?
You're making a mistake.
Probably.
Definitely.
Don't let her mess around and flag. She ain't gonna do it though.
What the hell? Tyler?
Dad? What are you doing here?
The school groundskeeper found a motorbike by the lake. It matches the description of the one the bank robber stole. There's a canoe missing. Figured he might be holed up on Raven Island. I'm not gonna even ask what this is. But I never saw the two of you here. You got it?
Unbelievable. Come on.
Unbelievable.
So I guess I did my daddy cool with it? We good now?
Uh-oh.
The diary. Faye?
Oh, shit.
right there. Damn.
I mean, he can't be gone, right?
He's gone Wednesday.
No, he's not. Think. If you can hear me. If you die, I will kill you.
Like, turn away.
Go again.
No, again, please!
For a minute, we thought you'd picked your last lock, buddy.
Who did this to you? Knife from behind the back. Cowards. Promise that whoever did this to you will suffer.
How you
It will be slow.
How does things see
I
it?
don't know, baby. You just gotta take it for what it is.
I'll stitch you back up. I found your motorbike, so the sheriff won't be far. You need to go. Maybe next time steal something a little less conspicuous.
Well, where's the fun in that? All right, I'll lay low here tonight, keep an eye on the patient, and I'll skedaddle in the morning.
I guess I'll see you at your arraignment or the next family reunion.
You'll always be my favorite Wednesday.
You should have told Pugsley that. Don't give him a complex.
Aw, that was sweet to see
I
her
guess
like
it was
really
not some
like.
kind of random prank.
Whoever ransacked my room also stole Nathaniel Faulkner's diary.
That's supposed to be safely locked in the Nightshade's library.
So you do know about the diary, which means you also know the monster we're after is called a Hyde.
Thank you, Miss Thornhill. I'll take it from here.
Of course. If you need anything, I'll be right down the hall.
Maybe Christina Ritchie's also seeing the therapist and it's her. I don't know. It's gotta be one of those 4 people.
But we still hold to the therapist being the ringleader. I mean,
Faulkner spent years studying hides. He wanted to determine if they were just mindless killers or conscious of their actions.
What was his conclusion?
He was killed by a hide before he could reach one. Others tried to carry on his research, but the hides were too unpredictable and violent. They were officially banned from Nevermore 30 years ago.
All of this time we've known the monster was a Hyde. Why didn't you tell the sheriff?
Because then, Nevermore is done. Over. Shut for good. And that's not happening on my watch. But I'm not the only one withholding. If you suspect someone, you need to tell me.
Why? All you've ever done is gaslight and obstruct me. You don't care how many people die as long as your reputation is safe.
I am protecting our Nevermore family, which also includes you, Miss Adams.
okay.
Come with me. I have information about Mayor Walker's murder.
I mean, she could be the one that's controlling them too, because she's a siren.
Printed these off my dad's computer. Seems he was trying to track down someone. Laurel Gates. Looks like he started right after Outreach Day.
He must have recognized her there.
According to the British police report, Laura was presumed drowned, but no body was ever recovered.
There you go.
Apparently the Gates mansion was purchased a year ago by a 90-year-old candy heiress. She then mysteriously died and gave all of her belongings to her
It's
caregiver.
about to be psychiatric. I mean,
Teresa Flau.
I can't be considered rich, man. It's gotta be something blonde.
It's an anagram for Laurel Gates.
Laurel secretly buys her old house and then comes back to Jericho as someone else. Why?
Revenge on all the people she blames for her family's misfortunes.
Yep.
Your father, the coroner, my parents, most of all, Nevermore.
How exactly does the monster fit into all of this?
The monster is called a Hive. It's been doing Laurel's bidding. She controls it.
You know who Laurel is, don't you?
Wednesday? We don't have an appointment scheduled for today.
I wanted to return something. I found it in your old childhood room. I know you're Laurel Gates. You've come back to Jericho to seek your revenge. And so did Mayor Walker, which is why you had to
Wait,
kill her.
has she been here the whole time?
I mean, who
'Cause if
better
it's
to
not
slide
her,
in
it's
and out of the
Christina.
hospital undetected than a psychiatrist under the guise of visiting another patient?
You're not actually accusing me of murdering the mayor.
The roses you left in Eugene's room were your mistake. They're the same variety I found in your childhood bed.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
There's only one reason an overqualified psychiatrist like yourself would settle in the inconsequential backwater that is Jericho. It allowed you to crawl through the troubled, young minds of outcasts until you found one that you could manipulate to exact your revenge.
Who that is, I don't know.
You know what? I don't have time to deal with your delusional fantasies. I have a patient emergency.
Who? Xavier? I know all about the secret sessions you've been holding in your car. I also found the cave in the woods where you've been holding sessions to unlock his hide.
You are so out of line.
Do you know how violently unpredictable a hide can be? Or was your plan to have Xavier committed before he could turn on you too?
Wednesday, you need help. More help than I can give you.
Who you calling, Xavier?
Judge Reynolds, I'm going to recommend you stay in a juvenile psychiatric facility for observation.
Oh, please. You and I both know I'd be running that place in a week. Time's up, Laurel.
Principal Weems, it's Valerie Kimbott. Wednesday Adams just barged into my office.
I wasn't aware that Wednesday had a session today.
She didn't, and her behavior was completely irrational.
No, she left to hide.
You think he's gonna be hide?
Yeah.
That motherfucker don't. He come busting through it though. Oh, it is one. Well, I guess it ain't her.
So it's Christina Ricci. When you thought from the beginning.
She's gone. Dr. Kimbott's dead.
That's all that.
This ends now.
She thought she had it sold up, baby.
Ben said he missed you.
I missed him too. I'm sorry about Xavier.
I'm not. He's a liar and a killer. Besides, there's nothing quite like the feeling of being proven right.
Except maybe someone to share it with. They may have blabbed about your date with Tyler. So how'd it go?
It was interrupted.
Well, I heard Tyler's working the late shift.
We're closed.
Then you should lock your doors. There's some real sick people out there.
You know, Dad told me what happened to Xavier. Pretty nuts. That guy always seems so normal. You know, for an outcast.
Well, you know, it has made me reevaluate things.
Oh, maybe she gonna drop the bomb right here.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like who I can trust.
No, I don't know.
Does that mean you're ready to be more than friends?
It's always the boys you love, baby. They come for you.
That's
Come
depressing.
for you. Well, these type of things, they always the ones that try to cozy up to you and show you the best time.
Oh my god, look at Wednesday getting a kiss. I knew it! Is that Showing Tyler? Yes. I didn't know it. I just guessed it last minute.
You guessed it this episode.
I need to go.
I told you once she kissed him, she's gonna probably flash.
What's wrong?
Oh, I thought you said fly earlier.
Lucy!
Cause he already been touching her, so that didn't do nothing.
Of course, the first boy I kissed would turn out to be a psychotic serial
For
killer
real?
monster. I guess I have a type.
Alright, that was episode 7 of Wednesday, and man, good surprise with Uncle Fester coming through, played by Portlandia. I always forget his name. I just had it too.
I can't think of it either.
Or no, we'll know.
I'll look it up.
Well, anyways, always a good time when I see him. I thought he did a great job playing Fester too. He didn't have to be super fat.
He did gain some weight though.
Oh, they put some chunk
Fred
under that
Armisen.
jacket. Fred Armisen, yeah. He did put some chunk under that jacket, but great. I mean, he hopped in, came in, super cool, good reveal. I think he was just a one-off in there just to give a nice little surprise for the show that I'm here. He robbed the bank and showed us he still got that static electricity in his hand, and then he out. You know, and then now, I mean, we finally got who the Hyde is. It's okay, it's the
Tyler.
barista over here. So now the question is he being controlled or is it a traumatic experience? And I would have to go with traumatic experience. Because we all point fingers at the who. The super good guest was the therapist. But now she dead. So Christina Ricci still has some kind of role to play up in this thing. I don't think they just placed her in here just for Googles.
Well, I think also, not to cut you off, actually finish your thought and then I'll talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think she's in here just for damn show, right? She got some kind of meaning behind this. I'm not even thinking about the dean anymore because I think she's just running the school, right? She's been there long enough just to be running the school. So I think it's going to come down to a traumatic experience. But what would drive him to be, what is the Hyde that controllable where he can go in there, find thing and stab him to the wall? I don't think the Hyde can even do that, right? He's just savage beast. So that's got to be somebody else to come in there and stab thing to the wall. So it is two people for sure, like you said. So I don't know. And so I like the reveal that happened with the kids. So now that is one thing, and now the season finale is about to be she trying to figure out who's the other person or I don't know. But it's gonna come down to like now we know who you are. So very interested to see how this is gonna go down. But another good episode.
So many good elements to this episode. So yeah, the Festa reveal, probably one of my favorites. Outside of the reveal with Thing and outside of the snap at the secret passageway.
Oh,
so,
and her crying, yeah. And her crying when
you still got more comments to say?
No, I was just saying.
Oh.
I thought you were about to skip over that one.
No, I'm doing mine.
Okay.
But so yeah, that was a really great reveal. I thought Fred did a great job playing him. I thought he had a good mannerism. I thought he had his personality and goofy quirkiness to him. I also liked seeing how Wednesday immediately was like, that's her person too. Like you could see her completely melt a little bit because he was there, and I liked seeing that element. And then yeah, absolutely seeing Wednesday's reaction to Thing being potentially killed was everything. I loved it so much, and seeing her like warming up to understanding what her relationship and her feelings are for her friendship with, unfortunately, both Tyler and Enid was really cute this episode. I felt like she showed so many other layers from her stoic self this episode too, which was so great to see. I feel like I was probably the most annoying person ever during this reaction because I literally kept jumping around because I wanted to figure out before it happened because I knew they were leading to something. But they did a really good job this whole season of making it not super obvious what it was. Like, the fact that you're guessing all the way to the end is exactly what I like in a show like this. So the Tyler reveal makes total sense. It aligns with like him screaming in the water and probably like it is probably trauma based because of his mom, I'm thinking. But yeah, it's definitely lending itself to there being another person based on like the knife, like you said, and also it just showed up. It just happened, and I feel like the only person that makes sense at this point, who we haven't seen a lot of her background, is Christina Ricci's character. Like, it's the only other person. She just started at Nevermore as well as a teacher. She's human.
Yeah.
And the mayor supposedly did see her, so Laurel still has to be here. So that's why I think it's playing out. I will be really surprised if they throw just somebody completely random in. But it was such a good episode. I really enjoyed it and can't wait to see where we go from here.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Wednesday, Season 1, Episode number 7. And until next time.